Hi everyone, it's Daylon over here. So thank you for checking out this video on coaching question of the month. We have other videos on coaching question of the month as well. Do be sure to check them out. So the coaching question of this month is simple, but also very profound, right? And that simple question is, how do you work best as a designer? And there are many different aspects to think about when you think about this question itself, right? One aspect is to think about, when are you most productive as a designer? Are you most productive in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening? And we all have different hours of productivity. Okay, so that's something personal for you to think about. The second aspect is, do you actually enjoy working on your own, or do you enjoy working with people? Right? If you enjoy working on your own, perhaps you might want to consider freelancing. Or perhaps it's UX design might not be something suitable for you, because UX design does demand you to require you to work with users, to work with stakeholders, to work with your team members. It's a very, very collaborative career. And if you do enjoy working with people, then perhaps you might actually thrive in an environment that's very flat and very collaborative, like a startup. And if you're somewhere kind of in between, then maybe a more structured startup or a multinational corporation might be suitable for you. So that's the second consideration. Well, the third consideration is to think about, do you need a lot of guidance when you're working on a project? So for example, if you need the project to be very, very specific, the instructions to be specific, then perhaps you thrive in an environment where you're working with other people who can give you very specific instructions and ask you to go ahead, right? However, if you're comfortable with ambiguity, you might thrive in an environment where ambiguity is common. Let's say, for example, a company or an organization is working on a new product, and this usually occurs in a startup where things change ever so often. So that actually helps you to determine whether you are a better culture fit for a startup, a larger startup, or a more mature organization like a SME or a multinational corporation. Now, something to think about, what is suitable for you to do when you're working in this phase, right, where we're all in COVID. Do you actually enjoy working remotely, or do you enjoy working in person? Or do you actually need like a hybrid arrangement where you can work remotely and you can work in person? Because some people do really crave that in-person connection and that ability to socialize with their colleagues in person. So that's something to consider, right? If a company is completely remote and it's common in their culture to be completely remote, that may be something that you're not too comfortable with. If let's say you are someone who's naturally gregarious and want to work with other people. So I hope this coaching question of the month, although very simple, right? How do you work best as a designer? Opens up many aspects and many questions for you to consider, to think about, about your next career choice and move for yourself. Maybe I missed out on other aspects of these questions that I didn't think about. Feel free to leave a comment below and we'll add that and also kind of talk about it perhaps in a blog article in future. Well, meanwhile, if you have some time, feel free to check out our coaching question of the month videos. Please take care while we're in this heightened alert phase, and I'll see you next month for our coaching question of the month. Take care and ciao.